And we're back. Last episode we left off in Tennessee, and we're heading up to Munster, Indiana. Stopped at a Lowe's to get a skirt repaired. They didn't repair it, they just ripped it off, which is fine by me. Thing was rusted shut, so that trailer had just done a whole lot of time in the south, and I couldn't get it off. And then, fun fact, yeah, they just blowtorched the bolts off because they couldn't get it off either, because that's how bad it was. But anyways, got it off. We're on the road now, and we're headed to Munster, Indiana. Let's go. Okay, so we delivered that one to Munster, Indiana. Then we got dispatched on another one, picking up in Romeoville, Illinois, and headed to Mount Pleasant, Iowa. We did that one, but it's just a short one, just a couple hundred miles. And then we got dispatched on another one, headed from Eldridge, Iowa, which is Davenport, to Menomonie, Wisconsin. I don't know how to say it, but that's where we're going now. Let's go. Hey, you. Yes, you. Do you like truck driving? Do you like museums? Do you like huge parking lots? Do you like classic vehicles? Do you like really hot weather? Then come visit the Iowa 80, also known as the largest truck stop in the world.
This truck stop has absolutely everything. Museums, classic cars and classic trucks, indoor semis, a giant food court, cars with wooden wheels, more indoor semis, and even a dentist.
Yeah, so that's the Iowa 80. If you are ever traveling on the 80 in Iowa, it's located about 15 miles west of Davenport. And yeah, it is mandatory that you stop in there every now and then, whenever you can, to go see it, because it's definitely worth seeing. And if you get the opportunity doing a reset there, well, there's worse places to do a reset. So make sure you stop in there. Anyways, let's go to Menomonie. Okay, so we're out here in Menomonie. I think that's how you say it, Menomonie. And drop that load here. Bobtailed out of the Walmart DC, didn't grab an empty, and looks like we're going to do a reset out here, which is fine by me, because this town is really nice. I've been walking around, and really nice town. There's a lake, got a bunch of pictures of that, and then I went to this little park here, Bobtail Park did, and then went on a little walk around the lake here. It's really humid though, so That's why I'm sweating so hard. But yeah, uh, nice place. And you know, if you're on your 34s, yeah, just make sure you take the time to do this kind of stuff. Go see the town, especially if you're in a bobtail. You can park that thing just about anywhere. I parked it on a little when I was in town. I parked it on a little like boat ramp that had a bunch of parking, well, some parking, and yeah, it was fine there. So you know, you can park a bobtail pretty much anywhere. So yeah, make sure you take the time to do this kind of stuff. And you know, when you're on the road and you could stop at the world's largest truck stop, make sure you do that as well. And yeah, it's good for the mental health. It's fun, and you can get some good exercise in. But yeah, I have no idea where I'm going next. I don't have another load dispatched, so I'm actually still on. I just delivered that load, so I have to take tomorrow off as well. So I got like a day and a half. Again, I'm totally cool with it because this is a cool town. Very small, very safe, and a lot of things to do, in my opinion. But I have no idea where I'm going next. I'm gonna hit the town again tomorrow, so I might have some more photos or do some other cool things. I don't know, but either way, yeah, I don't know where I'm going next. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go straight into that truck thingy, that the truck route map thing, and you're just gonna see where I go next when the truck ends its route. Let's go. Okay, so we ended up leaving Menomonie, and going to Minneapolis to grab a load going to Illinois or something like that. But we went up there. It was supposed to be at a drop lot. Got there and it wasn't at the drop lot, and apparently it had just never gotten picked up. So that load didn't work out. So then we grabbed another one in Wahpeton, North Dakota. So we went up there. First, we had to go to Detroit Lakes to grab an empty up there. So we grabbed an empty at Detroit Lakes. Then we went to Wahpeton, North Dakota. And now we're headed to Luray, Virginia. But that Luray, Virginia load is not going to be on this paycheck. So we are going to get into the spreadsheet right now. Okay, it's spreadsheet time. For this week, we did 3 loads. And in those 3 loads, we got 1,068 miles. We were given 2 days of detention, and we received 1 hour of layover for a total of $685.53 for an average of 64 cents per mile. So this week includes most of the current load, which is Luray, Virginia. So that was a 1,200 mile load. So yeah, there's like 2.5 days of driving that aren't on this paycheck, which is why this mileage is so low. But this Luray, Virginia load delivered the day after the paycheck came, so that's why that happened. But I drove more like 2,200 miles or something like that. So the next paycheck will be juiced. And also the 2 days of layover obviously didn't help either. But this is low primarily because the current load I'm on, which is like a 1,500 mile load, it didn't make the paycheck, but I drove most of the week on this load. It just didn't hit the paycheck. So that's what's going on there. That brings our overall to 47,520 miles, and we've paid a total of $25,503 for an average of 54 cents per mile. That includes things like layover and detention. If you don't include layover and detention, it goes down to 49 cents per mile average. We're averaging 2,160 miles per week, and our average paycheck is $1,159, same rate per mile. If we kept this up for 52 weeks, we'd get 112,319 miles and be paid a total of 60,280 miles or dollars at the same rate per mile. And all of this is gross pay. We've been employed for 170 days and we've taken 12 days off. We've had 29 days of layover and 11 hours of detention. Between layover and detention, we've been paid $2,241, and our days on duty, so the amount of days we've actually spent out on the road, is 158 days. And for every days we're out on the road, we make an average of $161. for every day we're out on the road and we're actually driving and we're not getting layover and we're not getting stuck in maintenance or whatever, we've been paid $197 per day on average. Average load length is 594 miles, and the average miles we get while driving, so on a driving day, is 368 miles. Okay, yeah, there's week 22. This one is obviously a short week because the current load I'm on is took up like 2 or 3 days of driving this week, but since it's not on this paycheck, I didn't put it on here. But the next paycheck should be juiced actually with like a 1,500 mile load or something like that. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, that was an awesome week. Stopped at the Iowa 80 and then stopped in Menomonie, Wisconsin. Spent a day there, and yeah, good week. Make sure you take the time to do that kind of stuff. If you're on the 80 and you're visiting and you're going through Iowa, you should be able to stop at the Iowa 80, which is mandatory. You must stop there. Yeah, every time you stop at a town or whatever, if you can drop your trailer at like a Walmart DC and not get it empty, and then just bobtail around the town for a little bit if you got the time, I would highly recommend you do so because you can see some pretty cool places, and you know, maybe find a place you want to live eventually, which is also cool. And that's just one of the cool things about truck driving is you get to visit places like this that you otherwise wouldn't, and that's why I like it. But that'll do it for this episode. This spreadsheet and all of the spreadsheets I've done in the past, the lease analysis and everything else, are located down below in the description. You can click on them, you can download them, you can view them, you can use them, you can do whatever you want with them. I do believe you have to have a Google account, but feel free to use them, to download them and use them. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you're interested in truck driving, there's a link down below. Just fill out that information and a driver recruiter will get a hold of you. Thanks for watching.